Evelyn Miller was over the moon. She had won a contest and the prize was a 1-week trip to Hawaii. Now, with a plane ticket in her hand, a suitcase and a carry-on, she was boarding her plane. As Evelyn sat down, she looked at her reflection. She had short auburn hair, shining blue eyes and tan skin. Evelyn was 19 years old, from Australia, and was an aspiring photographer. She was hoping to get a few good shots on her trip. Evelyn currently worked as a waitress in a diner, and in her spare time she worked on her photography skills. Evelyn snapped a few pics of the clouds outside her window and fell asleep. After 36 hours of reading, sleeping and watching TV, Evelyn finally arrived in Hawaii. After getting off the plane, she got a tour bus to the Four Seasons Resort Lanai. After checking in, she walked to her room. But instead of finding a tidy, empty hotel room, she found a young woman sitting on one of the beds, reading a book. Hi," Evelyn said. "Oh, hi. You must be my roommate." "Evelyn, right?" "Roommate? And how do you know my name?" Evelyn asked. "Oh, the receptionist told me, and I'm Amara, by the way," Amara said. "Nice to meet you, Amara," Evelyn said, then walked away. Evelyn walked down to reception and started to talk to the receptionist. "Hi, Miss Miller," the receptionist smiled. "Hi. I was not aware I would have a roommate. Most hotels don't do that," Evelyn said. "Roommate?" the receptionist asked. "You know, Amara?" Evelyn asked her. "There is no Amara checked into the hotel, Miss Miller," the receptionist said, looking concerned. "Well, then who was the woman in her room?" "Oh, maybe it was just a bad dream," Evelyn stammered. The receptionist nodded and called on the next person. Evelyn sunk into the cushy chair in the corner of the room. Amara was out shopping, which gave Evelyn some time alone. Who was Amara? How come she wasn't registered into the hotel? Why was she here? And most importantly, was she dangerous? Evelyn had an idea. She found Amara's bag and started to look through it. She found clothes, books, toiletries, and a passport. It said Amara Davis on it. "Evelyn?" a familiar voice asked. Evelyn dropped the bag. "Amara. You're back," she said. "Yeah, what are you doing with my stuff?" Amara looked suspicious. I lost my memory card from my camera and was looking for it." Evelyn laughed nervously. "Did you find it?" Amara asked. "Yeah," Evelyn replied. Walking away, Evelyn sat down in the lobby and grabbed her laptop. She searched up 2 words online. Amara Davis. A lot of results came up, but one in particular caught her eye. Young woman murdered in Lanai. Evelyn's eyes widened and she frantically clicked on the link. When it opened, Evelyn gasped. 19-year-old Amara Davis came to live in Lanai for a relaxing life, but that was not what she got. She was swimming in the water when a hand pulled her down. A nearby swimmer saw it happen and swam quickly to where she was. The body never came back up. "I saw it happen. A hand pulled her down and she never resurfaced," the witness said. No one knows who did it or why they did it. Most of the locals blamed a shark, but the witness was 100% sure it was a hand pulling her down. Evelyn scrolled down to the picture below and dropped her smoothie. That was not Amara. A woman came up to her. "Are you okay?" she asked. The woman had brown hair with a blue streak through it, tan skin and blue eyes. She was obviously a local. No. Actually, don't worry. You don't want to get caught up in my life." Evelyn wiped up the mess. "No. I'd actually sort of like to. Nothing exciting ever happens around here." The woman rolled her eyes. "I'm 𝚂𝚒𝚗𝚗𝚊, by the way." 𝚂𝚒𝚗𝚗 offered her hand and Evelyn shook it. "So what's up?" 𝚂𝚒𝚗𝚗𝚗 asked. "I won a contest that won me a trip here for the week, only to arrive in my hotel room to find out I had to share a room with a stranger. Then I asked the receptionist about it, and she said no Amara was booked into the hotel." I searched her up on the internet and thought she was a ghost until I looked at the picture below, which was not her. Evelyn frowned. Creepy, 𝚂𝚒𝚗𝚗𝚊 said. Come to think of it, she sort of looks like you. Evelyn examined 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚊. Anyway, I'm about to confront her if you want to come, she said. 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚊 nodded eagerly. Evelyn burst into her room, 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚊 close behind. Amara glared at them. What now? She asked. Evelyn looked Amara up and down. She had brown hair and tan skin just like 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚊, but the only difference was that Amara had green eyes and no color in her hair. You are not Amara Davis. Evelyn shouted. You figured it out? Gee, it took you long enough. The so-called Amara's glare turned icy cold. Who are you? Evelyn couldn't keep her rage in any longer. It felt like a volcano pouring out lava after 1,000 years. I'm 𝚂𝚒𝚎𝚗𝚗𝚊, 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚎's sister. Kim sneered. 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 turned as white as sheets. Kim, she whispered. Kim as in Kim who ran away from home? Kim, she asked. Yup, Kim nodded. What is going on? Evelyn asked. When I was 13 and 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 was 9, I ran from home. The reason behind that was because I received a note saying if I didn't leave, something would happen to you. I left home for you. For your safety. Not mine, yours. Then I realized nothing would happen, and it was just a prank. I got mad. Really mad. Threatening my family was wrong. I took my anger out on that person. And the world. I scared that person, pranked them over and over. Kim glared at Evelyn and 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗. I have no words, 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 said, staring at Evelyn, who was in shock. I do. Did you take down Amara Davis? She asked. I will not confirm or deny that. Kim said. And I am so mad at you, 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗. Very mad. So watch your back, and with that, Kim fled the scene. 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 burst into tears. All those years, I didn't know. She wailed. Evelyn put her arm around 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗. You had no way of knowing, she said soothingly. But it's my fault. 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 said. No, it isn't, 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗. Repeat after me. It is not my fault. Evelyn ordered. It is not my fault, it is not my fault. 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 nodded. Let's go find my sister, 𝚂𝚗𝚗𝚗𝚗 said. Kim trudged through the forest, cursing under her breath. I shouldn't have left. I'm such an idiot, she mumbled. She saw smoke in the trees and had an idea. Help! Help! Kim shouted. A man emerged from the bushes, holding a stick. He was dirty and looked tired. What do you want? He asked cautiously. I was being chased, here, pass me the stick. Kim grabbed the stick without a reply. Suddenly she hit him in the head, knocking the man out. Oh, thanks for setting up camp, she cackled. They would never find her here.